Hey everyone, Val here, and this morning's breakfast is half a cup of oatmeal with a banana, and I have about a half a cup of yogurt in there, plus my fiber drink and my vitamins. And that's what I'm going to have to start my day. I've got to run into Richmond today. I'm going to finally get the massage. Cross your fingers that I have been trying to schedule, and if you remember last week I went and they canceled my appointment because the massage therapist that I was booked with had an emergency and didn't make it in. So I rebooked for today. Hopefully today. My back is a little stressed today because I've been working on the pantry. The pantry's almost finished. I have a couple more shelves to put in. I'm gonna have to cut them and paint them and get those installed, and then I can go ahead and start organizing the pantry, bringing the food back in. So I have been videotaping the things that I'm doing in there step by step as I'm going along, and hopefully you'll enjoy the remodel. I'm not like making you watch me paint and stuff. I'm not going to do that on this. It's just kind of basically, this is what I'm doing. This is what it looks like at this step and stuff like that. It's kind of a good record for me, I think, too, to kind of follow up with what I'm doing in there. So as I'm recording this, it's the last day of January 31st. You'll probably see it in a couple of days. But it's the last day of my pantry challenge that I was doing for trying to eat out of the pantry and trying to eat out of the freezer and not buying any more meats, and trying not to buy canned goods or anything if I don't need them, if I've already got them in the pantry, using what I have first. Today I have pulled out ground beef, and I'm probably going to do make like a shepherd's pie. I have corn out in the other freezer outside. I'm going to go get me some corn and have that thawing out while I go get my massage. And I'm going to run over to From the Heart Stitchers because I have a couple of items I want to donate to them. And then I'm going to, well, I got to go stop at the post office. So I got 3 stops. And then I'll come home and I'll be working in the craft room. I'm not going to work in the pantry today. Because probably by the time I come home it's going to be 1 o'clock, and I don't want to start the project. I have all tomorrow morning because I'm home and actually have no other plans for tomorrow morning. I don't think. I got to check my calendar, but I think tomorrow morning, oh, I do have to go to the grocery store. So I'll run to the grocery store, and then I can come back. If I run early, I can come back and be working on finishing up the woodwork in the pantry so that I can look at how I'm going to restock it. I know there's a couple things I want to buy. I can probably get 1 or 2 of the items that I want from the dollar store instead of running all the way over to Walmart. I'll have to kind of look and see what I need and go and see what they have in the dollar store. But that's a project for probably once I get the cabinet done and get it reorganized in my mind. So I will show you probably when I get all the woodworking done in there, and then I'll show you once I get it all stocked back up. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to rearrange this kitchen and get some stuff off the floor and get some stuff out of the cabinets that I want to just have all the food in the pantry. So let me eat my breakfast, take my vitamins, run out to the freezer and get a thing of corn so I can thaw out. It's corn that Steve and I cut off the cob when it was in season, really sweet corn, and we froze it so it was froze fresh. I don't go towards canned vegetables at all unless it's beets. I'm not a fan of canned vegetables, so I'd rather have fresh. So that's the way we go. We are studying Psalms now in our Tuesday night class, our Zoom class, and we started that last night. So I'm going to read up on a couple of Psalms here, maybe finish up this lesson for next week, and head on out. So I will catch you in a few. I stopped at the post office and I mailed out the package I needed to mail out and mailed out a letter. So I'm in Richmond now. I'm at the massage place. I'm probably about 25 minutes early, so I thought I'd do a little vlog for you. Wanted to talk about what I've learned during the Pantry challenge. First of all, I've only went shopping twice during the month for groceries, and I've spent about $110, but some of that was the fiber mix that I buy to drink, and then some of it was paper goods, paper towels, and toilet paper. So I really spent less than $100 on food, which was basically my fruits, my milk, my eggs, cheese, items like that. Now, I did go out to eat a couple of times. I didn't have a no spending January. I just wanted to use up what was in my pantry and my freezers. I wanted more of a clean out January. I did realize that I'm an impulsive buyer, that I have to look to see what they have, and if it's on sale, typically, if it's something that I think I'll eat, I'll buy it, or if it's something different, I'll buy it. And that doesn't mean I'm going to eat it. It means that it's going to sit in the pantry for a long time. If I don't have a purpose for it, like sauces and stuff, and I say, oh, that looks interesting, I think I'll buy it. Then I buy it, I put it in the cabinet and think, well, one day I'm going to use it. And then it comes to almost expiring, and then I'm forced to use it in some way. So I'm going to change my spending habits. I think I'm going to try to change my spending habits. It's hard to change a habit, but this month has really helped me to focus on what I had in my cabinets and how long they've been sitting there. So if it's something different, unless I have a plan for it, I'm not going to buy it. If I see a sauce and I think it's interesting, I'll say, okay, that looks interesting. I'm going to if I don't have chicken in the freezer to go with it, I'm going to buy some chicken and try this new recipe, or maybe look up a new recipe and try a different recipe. Now that I have time, being that I'm retired, I'm going to have time to research some recipes a little bit and try some new things. I'll share those recipes with you if I find something interesting. But I still have tomatoes in my freezer that I need to can, so that's on my radar. I've got to get that done. I want to finish the pantry first, and then organize. I want to get everything organized, and not buy vegetables like frozen peas and carrots and stuff if I don't need them, because I end up with packets of frozen vegetables that I'm not eating either. I canned zucchini. We had zucchini in our garden one time, and it just grew and grew and grew. So I froze zucchini, and I have bunches of frozen zucchini, which I'm not a big fan of zucchini, and Steve won't eat it at all. So I'm not going to pull it out and eat it. I can put it in zucchini bread or something like that. Again, Steve's not going to eat it, so it's going to leave it for me to eat. So I may make up some zucchini bread and give it away just to use up the zucchini. I don't see a need to put it in the garden if it's not going to get eaten. I had good intentions of trying, but if you don't like something, I don't think there's any way that you're going to make yourself like it. So wanting, needing, wishing, they're all different. Do I need zucchini? I don't need it because I'm probably not going to eat it. And my sister tries to tell me all great ways to eat it, and they try to tell me how great sweet potatoes are and all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, but I can't make myself like something that I don't like. It's torture, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to torture myself, and I'm not going to make Steve eat something because he's not going to do it. He's just going to push it aside. So I'm going to be more selective as to what I'm putting in the freezers. If it's something that I know we're going to eat, and it's on sale, then I'll buy it and stock up on it. But if it's not, why? Why have that space? Why waste that money if you're really not going to eat it? So that's kind of what I learned. Wants and needs are different. Wishing that you would like something and hoping that you can cook it and you're going to really love it and want it. I mean, I'll eat zucchini. I'm not going to pull it out as my first choice of vegetable, and therefore it's going to sit there. So that's kind of what I've learned. I still have a little more organizing in the freezers to do, which means I'm still kind of sort of not buying any more meats right now until I'm ready. And I don't feel like I'm ready. I am going to buy some pepperoni. I'm probably going to go grocery shopping tomorrow because I want to try out a pizza dough recipe and try to make some homemade pizza. So, and Gavin's coming up this weekend, so that will be fun for him and I to do together. So I am going to get some pepperoni, and I have Canadian bacon in the freezer that I bought for something, so I can pull that out and use that up. And maybe I'll get some mushrooms and see what else I can throw on this pizza. I know Steve won't eat mushrooms, so I won't put any on his part. But I love mushrooms, and I love peppers and onions and all that. And I can put that on mine, and Gavin will probably eat that. So, or I'll ask him. I'll make each little individual pizzas or something. But I want to play with a pizza dough recipe. So I'm gonna do that, and then if I get it right and it works, I'll share the recipe with you in another video. So that's my plan. It is my appointment's at 10. It's 9:42, so I may head in there because there's usually a form you have to fill out. And Jen, they have that soothing music, so I can free my mind and start relaxing. And then when I'm done, I'm going to run over to From the Heart Stitchers and drop off this box of stuff to them. I have some yarn that I'm not going to use because it's too thick for me. And I have some other stuff. And so I'm going to drop all of that off, and then I'm going to head home and get in my craft room. I'm not working in the pantry today. I will finish the pantry tomorrow or Friday morning at the latest because I got to leave Friday afternoon to go and pick up Gavin. So I'm staying busy. It's fun. I am really enjoying the pantry cleanup and the pantry remodel, or whatever you want to call it, the pantry build. With the wood that we have in stock, we didn't spend any money to do this. I'm using all wood that we have in the garage. So this is like a no expense project. I am using leftover paint, the grays from my dining room that I had in my dining room and partially in my kitchen. I'm using the old paint up. So this project has been zero expense so far, which is awesome. The only thing I'm going to have to spend money for is a couple of bins. I need a couple of bins. One for potatoes, like a little potato bin, and I need one for my trash bags, the plastic bags that come out of the grocery store when they package stuff for you, or the store. I save those bags because I use them in my paper shredder, and when I do a craft fair, I've only done 2, but when I do one, I take the bags with me in case somebody wants a bag to put stuff in if they buy something from my booth. So I do want to keep the plastic bags, and I have bunches of them right now because I do use them. Not that I use the reusable bags, the cloth bags, 99% of the time, but there's times when you go shopping for other things or you don't have them with you that I do get the plastic bags, which I try not to, but there are times. Anyway, that's what I've learned from this clean out pantry challenge. And Kat over at Kat on Point is the one that kind of motivated me to do it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. And then she said she was going to do it, but she was doing a whole no spend. I didn't do the no spend. I didn't do the you can't go out and eat because, well, Steve and I don't go out to eat that much anyway, but when we do, it's a treat for us. So I'm not saying we can never go out and eat because we really don't do it that often. So, all right, I'm going to head in to get my massage and get some relaxation on, and I'll be back out to head over to the Stitchers group and turn in some of this stuff and then back home. I'm home. I made a phone call on the way home to the new church that we just have been attending for about 3 weeks. It offers a lot more for missions and things that we want to do. Where the little church that we were attending, it's the only really Methodist church that we knew in this area. They're just way too small and don't offer anything as far as missions and stuff goes. I want to do more missions trips. That's one thing I wanted to do more of this year and in the coming years, as long as I'm healthy and able to do it. And this new church offers trips to Colombia and Peru and places like that, where you can go in and assist the community with medical and home improvements. And there's a place for young ladies to go with newborn babies and stuff. They offer assistance in those ways, and I'm interested in that kind of a trip. So the first trip they have is actually in February, and I told the lady I was talking to today, I'm not able to do that because we have a cruise coming up in March, and I don't want to kind of do a back-to-back like that. They also do like disaster relief, doing a 4-day weekend going somewhere in disaster areas and helping to do home improvements and stuff. This is all up my alley and things that I really wanted to do when I retired. So I'm going to meet up with this lady after church one Sunday and talk about the options. She said they do have a trip to Peru this summer and they have a trip to Colombia in the fall. So I want more information. It's something I really want to do. So hopefully something will come through and we'll have a new adventure, something new for this year. I will keep you all posted, but it's really where my heart is, to help in missions, and I really wanted to do more missions trips when I retired. I've always wanted to do them, and this is my chance to go out and do something outside of the community. I try to do as much as I can inside the community, but outside of the community to help people in other areas. So wish me luck with getting this plans all together, and we'll see where this new adventure takes me. All right, we're all trying to get some motivation to do some walking here. So I'm going to get started. I think Patty's started and Teresa's heading towards her treadmill. So I'm going to crank it up and get my walk on. Are y'all walking out there? I'll come back and tell you how far I got. Oh, I'm going with a 1 incline. I did a 1.5 yesterday. I'm going to start on 1 and then I'll probably go to 1.5. Alright, the last lap I have slowed down to do a cool down lap. I'm at 1.74 or 1.75, which is 1.75 miles, and right now I'm at 2.5 miles an hour. I did 36.53, so 37 minutes, 1.75 miles. Finished project for today. I did this bag. I just love the print on this. The butterflies are very, very pretty. Has a blue lining. I think it turned out great. So that's my finished project for today. I did pin some pot holders. I used the rest of the material. I had enough to do 4 pot holders. There wasn't enough to do another bag or anything. And I thought the print was maybe a little bit too big for the bowl cozies, not sure, but it really makes pretty pot holders. So I've got these cut out and pinned together. I'm going to put these by my sewing machine. It'll be my project to sew for tomorrow. And then I'll have to figure out what my next project is. So that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And remember, it's all about the adventure. Y'all have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.